What's going on, guys? Jake Tiesler here with the latest Mustang and automotive news. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. If you're new to the channel, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to keep you updated with the latest Mustang and automotive news. So here is the 2020 Mustang Gt500. These are the newest photographs that we have of it. Basically, this car is going to have 700 plus horsepower. It's possible it's going to have a dual clutch transmission. Now, previously we didn't know what it was going to look like. These are the first photographs of the car, basically without any camouflage that disguises the entire body. You can actually see the front bumper, the lip, the splitter, the flicks on the front end. We can see the brakes. I'll show you that. There's a bunch of pictures here, so let's just go through it. So, these are the 2015 to 2017 headlights. You can see the Cobra emblem in the grille, obviously. Now, I really like what they did with the front end. Basically, I was not sure if they were going to put this extremely aggressive front end that was in the pictures previously. This looks exceptionally well. I wish they would have kind of done a double bubble roof or something, but I understand it's based on the same body that they're going to use for the EcoBoost and the GT. So for cost, they kind of keep it like that. But let's see, what else do we have going on here? So we've got the splitter, we've got the front bumper. Let's go to the next picture, see what we got. There's a little bit better quality. You can see the hood here, how it's raised. Now this is going to be a supercharged 5.2 liter cross plane crank, not flat plane. In the previous videos that I did, I kind of talked about why they did that. Cross plane holds up a bit better than the flat plane. So, and also, I'm assuming this is going to help the lift. I mean, this is a really aggressive hood. You can see how aggressive it is right here. If you look, see where the sun's hitting that. You can see it's actually a bulge here. There's a bulge here. It's basically a huge bulge. Which is pretty cool. Let's check out the next photograph. We're going to get to see these big, we're going to get to see the wheels and tires and brakes in a second, but these are these big scoops. This could be for oil coolers, for lots of different coolers. I'm sure they've got all sorts of coolers like the ZL1 does. I think the ZL1 has 10 or more coolers. So they're going to have to do the same thing with this car, I'm assuming. Previously, the 15 to 17s had a lot of lift issues on the hoods. When you start going over 100 miles an hour, the front hood would kind of buckle up. So I'm assuming that this vent here helps that, also to keep the supercharged engine nice and cool. I'm not wild about the wheels. Hopefully they do something different with the wheels. Those look like some 20-inch wheels, nice and wide. You notice that these are not, so probably these are not the track pack wheels. And the reason I say that is those do not look like Cup 2 tires. But we'll see. I haven't zoomed in to look at the tires yet, so we'll see if those are Cup 2s. I'm assuming they're going to have a performance package GT500 which will have Cup 2 tires and a different wheel. They're just zooming in on the cooler. You can see the splitter. Let's check out some more photographs, see what else we can notice here. This is the first time I looked at it too. I just basically, as soon as I saw this, I decided to come in here and make a video for you guys. So if you have any photographs, send them straight to me. It's just jaketiesler@gmail.com. What do you guys think about this? Is this as good looking as you thought it would be? I think it's going to be awesome. I'm glad that they didn't go too crazy. Now here's another thing about the front end. The way that they've done this, it looks good in camouflage. It's going to look really good when they get done with it. I promise. It's going to look super good after the time they get done with it. So you don't have to worry there. The way that they did so good with the GT350, this car is going to look great. So you can notice the big, extremely large two-piece rotors. And those wheels aren't bad. I prefer something a little thicker. Those wheels aren't bad though, but so I don't believe those are cup Pilot Sport. They've got this, I don't know if Ford blocked that out so you can't see. It looks like they did. They bird it. I can't tell if those are 4S's or if those, I don't believe that's the tread pattern for a Cup tire. Okay, these are the 2018 tail lights. These are massive tailpipes. I've never seen tailpipes this big. This is obviously, so the front end is obviously redone. It's a different front end. I'm assuming it's different fenders and hood also. Probably, well, definitely aluminum. These are 2018 tail lights. You can tell by the different design right here. The rear fascia is different. The honeycomb in here, they'll probably finish that a little differently. These tailpipes are massive. I've never seen tailpipes this big, which is cool. Good looking car. I think it's subtle. It's nothing crazy over the top. I think it's awesome. I like the way they've done it. Now, this isn't a production car, so we'll see. I'm assuming if they do a track pack, it's going to have a wing and a roll cage and Cup 2 tires and everything a little bit more aggressive. All right, so those are the photographs that I've got. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. 700 plus horsepower, 2020 Gt500 Mustang. I'm assuming that it's going to have a track pack, and this is not the track pack. Previously, we've seen it with a roll cage driving around, and I'm assuming that they're going to offer that option. It's going to be a 5.2 liter cross-plane crank with a supercharger, and it's going to have more than 700 horsepower, probably mid 700s. I don't think it's going to be 710 or anything like that, because the Roush Mustang already makes 700 flywheel. So for them to produce a GT500 that makes the same power as the Roush doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming they'll go 725, 740, 750. Previously on the digital gauge cluster, it was 772, 772, which people thought that would possibly be the horsepower for the GT500. I think that's a little optimistic, but you know, somewhere between 740 and 760 would be awesome. So that would be 100 more horsepower if it was 772, more than 100 horsepower than the last GT500, which I could see that happening. So great big huge brakes, good looking car. I love the fact that they kept the 15 to 17 headlights, and I think the front end is just going to look so good with this hood. I didn't recognize this was super. Lots of louvers here. I think it's going to just work super well. I can't wait to see the finished product. Now, previously, this front end was just too aggressive in the pictures, and this is finished well. I think they gave it a little more overhang right here, a little more, you know, previously on a regular GT, it's kind of short. It's cut short right along here. This, they let it hang over more aggression there, more lip, and then we've got these kind of fang type structures here. And this is easy to pass up too. This is, so right here, if you look, basically this is gonna, once this wrap comes off, you'll be able to see this line right here, which is super aggressive. So you've got this line, these things going here, these here. And this is gonna look super aggressive. Put a big wing on it. Go to the racetrack, boys. All right. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. I appreciate your support. Smash the like button. I'll keep you updated with the latest Mustang and automotive news. Let me know what you think the MSRP is going to be in the comment section. What do you think the price of this vehicle is going to be? What's the price and what's the horsepower? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Over and out.